Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Eurita Taylor with another episode of Unleashing Unlimited Power. We have returned into the platform Miss Mikaela Johnson. Miss Mikaela Johnson is returning to give us some more feedback on what is going on in her life as a millennial. Mikaela Johnson, thank you so much for joining us once again. This platform is designed for young people such as yourself to come on and speak about the things that are going on with your life. Some days might be good days, some days might be bad days, whatever it is, we all can learn from it. And the idea of doing this, hearing your story, you come back to the stage, is for you to reach others such as yourself, younger, maybe a bit older than yourself, to let them know, this is what life is like, and this is how we can help and teach and reach each other. So welcome, Mckayla. Thank you for joining me again today.
It's a pleasure. It's a
How are
pleasure.
you? Looking so beautiful. Look at you. Just a
Thank
picture
you.
of beauty.
I'm doing
Thank you so
good.
much.
It's a
That's
good day
great.
today. I'm doing great.
That's good. So, Mckayla, let's jump right in. What is life like for you as a millennial? The last time we spoke and we touched a little bit on it, but we wanted to elaborate a little bit more. So here we are. What is life like for you as a millennial?
Mm, Life as a millennial, it's good. It's great. It has its ups and downs. Um, it takes a lot out of you as a millennial trying to take care of yourself. But I mean, it's pretty good. It's hard work though. But I don't really know how to get into the subject because there's so many different subjects I could go off of just based off of that. So, what
What
would you
is the average
specifically like
day
to hear
like
about?
for you?
What is what?
What is the average day like for you?
Um, I mean, I get up, I get my baby ready for school, for daycare, and I get myself ready for work. And then right after work, I go and get my baby from school, and then we're right back home cooking dinner, getting him cleaned up and ready for the next day. So it's pretty fast paced and pretty much the same every day. Um, but some days we do have like things that interrupted. Like the other day, my son he got sick, so I wasn't able to do what I need to do for myself on my off day. So I had to take care of him that day. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same thing every day.
How old is your son?
He's about to be 3 on July the 6th, so he's 2 right now.
Okay, 2 year old. So he's very active and he's getting into a lot of things that 2 year olds get into.
And impressionable. Yep.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that the other day it was going to be your day off. What did you plan to do for yourself? Did you have any plans of things that you wanted to do for you? Were you going to drop him off to the daycare and have a Mckayla day?
Yeah, I was going to go get my hair done and get my nails done, make myself feel good and stuff like that, doing simple things. But, we can push it off to the next week. That's usually how it is, when you're a mother. So, but
So your son, he got sick and you weren't able to have your Mckayla day.
hmm
What were your thoughts? Did you expect this? Did you know that these type of things would happen before you became a mother? Or is just now that you're a mother, you're saying, oh, I didn't expect this? Or did you already know going in?
I definitely did not know. You think that when you're going to be a mother, like it's just like having, a little person next to you. Yeah, you help them go to the potty, you feed them, you change them, stuff like that. But you don't think like, dental appointments and all that different stuff you got to account for too, sick time and stuff like not being able to work the job that you want or need to work because the hours that your baby has to go to school and stuff like that. So it's just stuff like that you definitely don't plan for, and it'll catch you off your guard. So no. No.
Are you getting any help?
A lot more help than I thought that I would get when I, first was pregnant, because, when people find out that you're pregnant, it's a surprise to them too. And yeah, but it was definitely a surprise to me, not knowing that all these life, I don't want to say inconveniences, but they are kind of inconveniences. You don't know they're going to happen. So it was a surprise to me about that.
I bet. I can totally understand that. Now, is the Noah's dad helping you out? Is he helping? Is he in a situation where you could say, well, okay, I have something planned for myself today. I'm gonna let his dad take him today and take him to daycare and keep him for the day. What's the situation?
I mean, that would be like the most ideal situation, but no, that's not my situation. I mean, I'm physically with my son 24/7, just me. His father doesn't even stay in the same state as him. So, and then when you get to the financial side, he kind of feels like because they're states away that he doesn't have to help financially, which I'm not sure where that mindset comes from, but that's his mindset. So I've kind of just been doing it, myself. Certain times he'll, say, here's some money, like Christmas or something, here's $100 or, small stuff like that. But what's $100 to, $800 of daycare, medical bills, food, all that stuff. $100 for toys is not going to benefit your child in the long run. But yeah.
So tell me, I'm hearing that you're saying, I could see it on your face, you just absolutely love your child. Tell me some joyful moments out of being a mom. What are some of the things that you enjoy?
Oh gosh. So as you know, or as you don't know, you're about to find out, we had Disney on Ice come to town. So I actually took Noah to Disney on Ice. And he's never, with COVID and everything going on, he's never even been on vacation. So Disney on Ice was like amazing for him. We got him some light up toys and we were up front. He didn't know what to do. So, small stuff like that, and going to the zoo, seeing him see the actual animals and not be afraid of them. It's like, you're my son. But yeah, he does give me a different joy, to see that I can find myself, in another person. So that's comfort.
Yeah, I bet it is. Find yourself in another person. And I'm sure on the days that you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling, that joyful person with that beautiful smile that you have, that he brings that joy to you and make you smile. Because at 2-year-old, yeah, I'm sure he does that for you. So then it's like, oh, it is worth it, despite what I have to do, despite, putting aside my day because he got sick, that him smiling and saying, Mom, is worth it, right?
Mm-hmm. Every day. But it becomes a cycle, and you need your breaks and stuff like that, or, it'll drive you crazy. Kind of like how I missed out on my break this week. But we're going to get my break in next week. I promise. I promise. You need just a little bit of time to yourself to regroup, because even though it's rewarding, it's rewarding because it's hard. It's a hard job. So,
And I'm sure you're doing a fabulous job. I'm sure you are. And I applaud you for that, because it is not easy. Because, when you're in a relationship, you expect that person to be there. You're thinking that person, even though you break up, will be there. But he's not in your situation. But I can see that you're doing an amazing job. And I applaud you for that. Okay, let's shift gear a little bit. Tell me about your aspirations. Where does Mckayla see herself? Let's go 2 years from now. You still be a mom. So let's leave the mom hat off for a minute and talk about, what does Mckayla want to do with her life? Because your life doesn't end because you're a mom. My life started after I became a mom. That's when I went back to college. So let's say now you're in my shoes for a minute, your parent. What do you see yourself doing? Who do you see yourself becoming aside from being a mom?
Well, although being a mom was my first job, um, I really, honestly, before I even thought about having a kid, because I did not think about it, it just happened. I love dogs. I love animals, all types of animals. Like literally, if I seen a stray dog, I would just go pick them up and put them in my backyard. And my parents would be like, "Whose dog is this in the backyard?" I'm like, "He needed some food and water and a bath." But I see myself helping animals. I want to get back in school for my veterinary technology. And that's honestly what I want to do. But I figure it takes a little bit of time to do that and, you know, go through school and stuff. And Noah's in daycare right now. So I'm trying to wait until he gets into school. So I have a set schedule and stuff like that. You know, we got to wait to do certain things in life that, you know, based off of our children's schedule. So, but that's honestly what I want to do. And I feel like if I go down that path that I feel like God's calling me, I can't lose, you know, like I've tried to do other stuff and things like that. And I've had stuff fail on me, but I feel like going down that path that I know I want to go down, that'll be good for me. And I'll succeed through that. But, you know, I just try to do other stuff to make money and stuff right now, but it's not my passion at all.
I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. So you're a mom and you have to work to pay the bills, and now you're going to try to fit school in. Tell me, how are you going to be able to do that? Do you have a support system that will help you? You know, you have to work to pay the bills. There's no way around that. And you're trying to go to school. Do you have that support system that will help you?
I'm trying to figure that out now. I mean, I have people that I feel like would help me, but I mean, in the same breath, other people have their own lives, so it's not like you could really guarantee that or, you know, count on that person's help. You know, you can't just push all your child's stuff on, you know, another person. So you gotta, like I said, you know, my plan, because I do have a plan. It's long term, but it's a plan. My plan was to wait until my son got into school. So, you know, I know these hours he's going to be in the school. Let me go ahead and go to school then, and then try to get an at-home job. Because right now I'm working at home. So if I could try to change my schedule and work at night, put my baby to sleep, you know, get him fed and stuff, that it would be butter. You know, life doesn't happen like that, but it would be ideal, you know? So that's what I'm trying to go for right now. Just waiting to put him into school, which he's turning 3. So it's coming up and I'm excited to start school. So
Well, that's good. You have a plan. That is great. You have a plan. And I admire you to know that plans don't always work out. You're aware of that. It doesn't always work out the way we want it to. So is there a plan B? In case plan A doesn't work, do you have a plan B? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because sometimes when we get in situations and they don't work out, we tend to give up on the things that we want. So you know that your plan might not work. So in order not to give up on your dreams, it might be necessary to come up with a plan B so you could still go to school. What is your plan B?
honestly, plan B is a plan B. It's taking a leap of faith and, you know, leaving the job that I'm doing right now and going to school. That's it. That's my plan B, is to, you know, but either way, I'm going to school, you know. It's just like I've been working too long, you know, and I can't keep working like this. And like I said, doing the same schedule, you know, working, taking my son to school, you know, something has to change to, you know, better him, to better us. So, you know, a job, there's plenty of jobs out there, but you got to get your school, in and out, knocked out, move on to something better. So that's my plan B.
That's good. We're gonna take a leap of faith. Okay, so
A very
we're believer.
a leap of faith, because you got to have faith. Okay, that's all I've been hearing. You gotta have faith. Like, that's all I've been hearing. Like, if that's what you want to do, go for it. And like I said, I feel like God will, if that's what I'm meant to do, he's going to carry me through it. If another job comes up, I'll grab that job and get that job, but I just got to get started with school. This job right now, the schedule that I'm in right now is kind of keeping me from doing that. So, yeah.
So here you talk about the leap of faith. So that means we're a believer.
I'm a very big believer.
Yeah. How important is that in your life?
Could you repeat that for me one moment?
How important is that in your life, your belief, your faith in God?
It's pretty important. It's pretty important. I actually used to go on like church retreats and things like that as a younger girl. So it was instilled in me, really young. And I loved it. I loved being able to, because at a certain point, I wasn't like, the student going on the retreat learning. I was one of the mentors, what I'm saying, helping other younger kids, so stuff like that it's fulfilling, and you really do see God and things like that, when people help you change your mindset and stuff like that. Because I mean, as a younger woman, I was a lot different. So having all those different hands of people that had faith in me, touching me and stuff like that, it was humongous for me, because even outside of my family, I felt like I had another family that I could connect with, and they believed in me, so I think that that's a big thing. And I hope that I can instill that in my son, just the same as it was instilled in me. Yeah.
That's great. And that's important. On the day, when you wake up on a day where it's a gloomy day and you're feeling down, I won't use the word depressed because you can feel down without being depressed. What do you do?
Wow, on a gloomy day, what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do when your mood is not all that smile is not as bright? And you still gotta get up because you still have to take care of your child. You still have to get up and go to work, and everything inside your body is telling you, I don't want to do that today. I really don't want to be mom today. I don't want to be a co-worker today. I didn't want to be Mckayla today. How do you handle that?
Honestly, oh gosh, those days go by so slow. I kind of just like, honestly, I shut down, honestly, when I'm having a day like that. Because I mean, like I said, sometimes people need breaks, and it's not even a physical break, it's literally mental. And I don't say anything the whole day. And I mean, that kind of helps to not have to do that. You're talking to people about 1,000 different things all day. So, just staying to yourself kind of regroups yourself too. So that's honestly what I do. I get really quiet. I don't want to say like introverted, but really, I really do get introverted.
I think we all have those days. Is there any one thing? For me, it's music. I could be in a down mood, I could be in a bad mood, and I turn on some music, and before you know it, I am doing my jam to my music and I'm singing, and that mood is gone. What is it for you?
I would say music too, then, honestly. But I do like to paint, so I do find myself like just drawing and things like that, simple things, but nothing too, nothing too much. I just like to really calm down and chill out. But yeah, I will turn on some slow music and stuff. Erica Badu. Look, Erica, the
Okay.
door. She always gives me good vibes, high vibrations.
So that helps you get over those moods that we don't want to linger for too long to get you back on track.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't say that. I mean, I just feel like I have to keep going with it. So it's like I don't really have a attitude or like a mood about it, you know, like I just feel like I just keep pushing, you know, every day. Like that's just my mental state now, you know. I don't feel like I ever really have super, super, super down days because I know that I just have to keep going now, you know. I know once in every blue moon, sometimes, you know, you do get shot down, you might be sick or something like that. But for the most part, I do pretty well. It's just, you know, going through my day and my baby keeps me going. So, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the increase in suicide rates among our young people out there today? What are your thoughts on that? It's all on the news, it's on the radio, it's everywhere you go. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I feel pretty strongly about it. I don't know how people will feel about how I feel, but I mean, I've been there personally. So I feel strongly about it because I don't feel like anybody should give their life up and things like that, you know. But I do also understand being put in that very spot of where you want to, you know, you're in a corner, a very tight corner. So it's hard. It's really hard to say how I would feel about that. But I feel like, you know, everybody should choose their life, you know, over that. It's always a way out of whatever, you know, a person is in. They just need to find that outlet, whether it's a person, activity, you know, you gotta find it. But yeah.
If there's something you could say to the audience right now to help them to overcome something that they're struggling with, what would you tell them? Speak to them for me.
Just, you know, keep consistent. And I mean, just like me, don't think that, you know, I can just take this way out like that. Don't resort to suicide or anything like that. Just realize that you have to find your way out of what you're in. Like if you put yourself in that mindset, you're going to automatically push yourself through it. Because there is a way out of it. You just literally have to give yourself the time, and you have to really learn yourself and process your thoughts and emotions. It takes time. So I just say give yourself time. You know, I've been what I'm doing right now. I've been waiting almost 3 years, and you know I've been waiting almost like 3-4 years to do just what I'm doing right now. So it takes time. You know. So you just got to stay hopeful, honestly, and I really do believe that. You know, it'll get better if you stay on top of it.
Okay, I need you to speak to my female audience in regards to being a single mom. What advice would you give them from your experience, whether they are pregnant right now, planning on becoming pregnant, or even single mom themselves? What would you like to share with them to let them know, you know what, there's some good, there's some bad? Speak to them.
um yeah, I mean, yeah, there's some good days, there's some bad. So if you're not pregnant yet, you make sure you're getting pregnant for the right reasons. You make sure it's not for that man, for that boy. You make sure it's because you want a baby, because you want a smaller you know. If you're pregnant right now and you don't have somebody currently carrying you through that, you're going to make it through yourself. You're going to carry you and your baby through that yourself, because you're a strong woman. You really are. We all are. All of us mothers out there, we really are. And then if you were planning, I mean, or about to have your baby, and currently you're in my situation, just sit back and make your plan. Just get started on your plan, because you're going to follow through with it. Just take the time, just like your baby's taking the time to be patient with you, be patient with yourself. But you really do have to give yourself patience with whatever you choose. So.
And also take that me day, right? Because that me day is so important so you don't lose your mind, right?
Patience and a plan and a me day. We'll get you through it.
Patience, while you're in your situation, and every situation requires patience, whether it's you're becoming a mom or you're just struggling financially, physically, whatever, everything requires patience. And while you're going through that patience, we can also always go back to what you said earlier about having faith, believing that you can do it, and praying and reaching out to God so He could help you get through your situations, because there's no situation that you're going through that's just uniquely yours. I might not experience it, but someone close to me might have experienced it. A friend of mine, no problems is unique. Someone that we know or even ourselves have gone through it or will go through it. So I hear you saying, be patient, have a plan, because you want to have a plan so your life continues. It doesn't end because you're a parent.
And look, the reason why I say patience is because the reason why we're mothers is because we have patience. You might not think that you have it, but you truly do. You got to unlock it in yourself. But that is the reason why we have babies, why we are the chosen ones to carry these children, is because we do have patience. So that's why I feel like, every strong woman out there can push through with a baby. Like I really I didn't know how I was going to do it. And I'm here and I'm still going. So you just got to have that.
And the smile on his face is worth it, right?
Every day. Every day. All he does is smile.
I know. I've seen it. All he does is smile, and he loves his mama just as much as his mom loves him. So in
Maybe
the
I could
end,
put in a picture. Maybe I could put in a picture of him on Disney on Ice for everybody.
Oh, I thought you were searching for the picture. I'm sorry. Mckayla, thank you so much for joining us. I want to encourage you, Del. What I'm hearing is a very intelligent woman who, though your plans were changed because you wanted to go to school, but then you had a baby, don't let that stop you. Just because you're a mother, it's not the end of your life. Being a mother can be what it would entail to inspire you. Because when you look at your child and you see, oh, I have this wonderful human being to take care of, let that be a motivation for you to push forward. Don't give up on your dreams. You have a plan A, you have a plan B. Actually, I love plan B. Plan B, you're saying you're going to, step out in faith. Stepping out in faith will work every time because you're trusting God to do what you can't do. So that should probably be your plan A. But I'm just saying, but at any rate, don't give up. Don't give up on what you want to do. You don't want to wake up 10 years from now and you're just angry because I love animals. I wanted to be a vet and I'm not there, and I'm getting older. You're never too old. I just want to stop and say right there, you're never too old, but don't give up on your dreams. Do it because it's what you love, and do it because you know that you have to make your life better, and you also have to take care of your son. So I want to encourage you to keep pushing, keep pushing. You're right. Everybody have that strength in them, especially us women. We have that inner strength. We need to tap into it. We need to tap into that patience. So while you're tapping into your patience, you're tapping into your strength. Keep pushing forward and don't give up. I am so proud of you. Thank you, my beautiful friend. And I'm just excited about, your future, because I know that you're a person that you don't give up. You don't. Look where you are. Noah is now 3 years old. See how fast that time flew by?
I
And
don't
you
know how
have
to do
your
it.
plan. I know, and that's just how life is. Sometimes when I look back on my life, I'm like, I don't know how I did that. Even now, some days I'm like, I don't know how I do everything that I do. But you know what? God will give you what you need to get what you need done. And we just got to be faithful to his purpose for life and trust him in that. And you're doing that. And I applaud you. I applaud you for wanting that spiritual aspect of your life to flow over into Noah's life, because that's what will also help him to get to when he get a bit older. My friend, I just want to thank you so much for joining me again today. I'm so glad that you wanted to come back and redo your interview. I did post the other one out there. I will not take that down, but I'm glad that you wanted to redo the interview. And I thank you so much for joining me on Unleashing Unlimited Power today. Is there any last word that you'd like to send to the audience?
Honestly, I wanted to go back into what you said about it's never too late. Just a little bit on that. It's really never too late. Because honestly, I felt like everybody that I was in school with, they're graduated, things like that. It's not going to be my time. But like you said, it's never too late too. So don't get discouraged about that either. But that's all I got to say. And y'all have a good Sunday.
You have the most beautiful smile. Oh my goodness. You're going to melt hearts as they listen to this interview. Thank you, Mckayla, for joining me today. Thank you guys for tuning to Unleashing Unlimited Power. If you'd like to be a guest, please send me an email, unleashingunlimitedpower@gmail.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Thank you guys for joining in. Have a great day. Bye, Mckayla. Thank you.
Bye.